Welcome to another episode of Dinosaur Parkour. Faster, better, mainframe programming. This video is part of a series. The topic is Initial TSO ISPF Setup. Tweaking the various settings to make ISPF your own. I'm your host, Chris P. Fried. If you have not already done so, please subscribe. It does matter. This shows the environment used to create this video, ZRS 2.4, ISPF for ZRS 2.4, which had an internal ID of 7.4. This is the ISPF primary option menu. Each shop tends to customize this panel, so yours might look a tad different. This video talked about setting up ISPF. Before talking about ISPF specific changes, I want to mention that I changed the color blue to orange. Blue was too hard to see against the black background. I'm using a Mac Mini powered by an Intel chip. The emulator that I was able to get work is called C3270. C3270 is running in a terminal window. Let's open the preferences for the terminal. Press Command key plus comma, which opens the window. The profile section is already selected. Remember, these are C3270 preferences. I changed the cursor to be a blinking block. Now notice the NC colors, specifically the orange one. I hovered the mouse over that and the fly-up text informs us that it is bright blue. I changed that to be the much easier to see orange color. I picked orange because it was not one of the colors already available for the ANSI colors. So ISPF thinks that it is sending blue text to the screen, but C3270 had been told to convert it to orange. It is time to talk about changing colors using ISPF settings. I'll provide a hint. Rarely, if ever, change your colors this way. Type 0 in the command line to bring up the settings menu. There is a colors action available on the action bar. Place the cursor on colors and press enter. There are three options: global colors, CUA colors, and the point and shoot colors. Type 1 for global colors and press enter. First thing to notice is that the color blue is not blue. It is orange. As mentioned a couple of minutes ago, the color blue was changed to be orange using the C3270 preferences. I might decide later to change the red to a brighter red using the C3270 preferences. How does the ISPF color changing utility work? Let's change the green color to be pink. Wow. All of the text that was green is now showing as pink. You can reset a color by blanking out the value, or to reset all of the colors, place the cursor on the word default and press enter. If you dislike a color and want to change it, I recommend using the preferences or the settings within the 3270 emulator that you are using. Like I did for the bright blue, you have more color choices using the emulator preferences. On this ISPF global color change utility, you have 7 choices. Orange is not a choice. Let's try that. Enter orange for blue. An error message is returned. Orange is not one of the valid choices, which is why I recommend making changes on your computer and using the emulator software settings or preferences. So is this setting useful? Yes, there's a quick way to see which colors have been changed via the emulator. Here is when you might change the blue using this ISPF utility. You are teaching and you are forced to use a computer that is not yours. When I taught IMS classes at work, I tried to use my work laptop. Normally I was able to use my laptop with a projector, so my ISPF colors were good to go. But there were a couple of times where I was unable to do that. I was forced to use the training computer in the classroom. In those situations, I would log into TSO and bring up this panel. I want to see how many of the default colors have been changed. Ideally, the colors or the original colors are very close. If blue was actually a blue color, I would change it on this panel. I do not fart around with the settings or the preferences on a computer that is shared by multiple people. I know my students will complain about blue on black, so I will change blue to be pink and press enter. This change is made to my ISPF setting. Even if I log off the training computer, the fact that blue is now pink is remembered. When I get back to my desk and log on to TSO using my computer, I will see pink where I'm used to seeing orange. Oh yeah, I changed the blue color for class. So I come back to the color changing utility and blank out the word pink and press enter to restore it. Now I see orange in place of blue because that is how I configured the emulator on my computer to show it. This has been another episode of Dinosaur Parkour. Faster, better mainframe programming. Thank you for listening. Please consider subscribing to the Dinosaur Parkour channel if you found this video useful. There should be a subscribe icon on the screen.